And we're back. Conversation rules the nation. Game rules the world. That was one thing that my dad, he always told me growing up, and I never really knew what it meant or what it was leading at or anything like that. But at the same time, I don't even think he understood it fully either. I'm sure my father is a very wise man. I've learned a lot from him. But at the same time, that phrase, that saying right there, it just spoke volumes. And now I'm starting to really realize what that means. Conversation rules the nation and game rules the world. In this video today, I'm gonna touch on how communicating to the masses, how communicating to oneself plays a huge role in how your purpose. Dang, I almost forgot my alarm just went off. That's crazy. But yeah, I just want to touch on how communication is so key. It's so vital to truly expand and truly fulfill your purpose. You can see it for example, in the Bible, how communication and imagination and belief played a huge role in how Jesus walked the earth and touched in his voice and his communication and the word that he was getting from God, which is Jesus, just spread it to masses. That just it just speaks volumes, man. I never really looked at when my dad saying that phrase, what that meant. And I think you could just see it in today's world. The people who are truly that are wealthy or abundant or filled with lots of riches, whether they're good or bad as a person, they ruling the world. You know what I'm saying? They running it. Bill Gates, Elon Musk, Steve Jobs, people who are Mark Zuckerberg. Whether they are good or bad, I'm not even touching on that right now. That they have so much imagination, they have so much drive, and they're like innovators in a sense. They just game changers. They shifting everything. As far as with the guy who owns Amazon, I forgot his name. I ain't really thinking on it right now, but yeah, man, they really shifting the way the world looks at the world and with technology and stuff like that. And so just the way they communicate things too. Understood, and I'm starting to understand how I'm really moving and walking in my purpose. I'm understanding that it's vital. It's so important for me to really tap into myself and live and fulfill my purpose. But how do I get that out to the world? Because my purpose will involve being a true servant to the world and to my people, to the African, community especially. I have to be able to communicate. And throughout this journey, on this channel or just in general on any platform, that's basically what I'm doing. I'm working on myself on communicating. I'm also journaling, putting out my thoughts. I'm working on how I'm articulating my thoughts and my desires and my aspirations through attempts, through trial and error. And I won't perfect it unless I continuously work on it. It's like in my career field, plumbing wise, I didn't at first I was so nervous, you know what I'm saying? As far as negotiating or presenting estimates or doing the work. But as I kept doing it, literally, I told myself I gotta just keep doing it. I got better, I got comfortable, I got more firm on and stood on, the estimate or the repair. And I just kept doing it. Now it's just like nothing. But I say that to say that we, as people in this world, especially in the Black community. We invest so much into jobs, so much into careers, so much into the lifestyle that the career brings. But that lifestyle is so short-lived. It's so short-term. It's nothing compared to your true purpose. I'm starting to realize, like, if you communicate in another sector, how come you can't be a creative person, a conversation rules the nation type of guy or gal in your own reality, in your own purpose, living in your own purpose? Breaking down that conversation rules the nation. Basically what it's saying is, it's like the president, like, of the United States type thing. Like, bro, like, whatever they say, or politicians, whatever they say, man, it moves people, even though they may not be able to freaking pass laws or anything, or stop this, that, and the third. The way they talk and communicate grabs people's attention to then just vote for them, no matter what, no matter if they can change something or not. And so, conversation rules the nation. You see it in a good way with Dr. Martin Luther King, or Malcolm X, or Fred Hampton, or Kwame Ture. All these revolutionaries, Frederick Douglass, Langston Hughes, poetic wise, Tupac Shakur. Like, you see it, the way you articulate your words, the communication and the imagination that you bring to this world. That's you truly living out and fulfilling out your purpose. Your purpose may be in a certain sector, a certain way of doing things, but if you're able to communicate that to masses, it exponentially reveals your truest self, your truest purpose, and it gets it to people. Like, obviously we can't be all in one place at once, or travel all around, but we can, using technology. You know what I'm saying? And with this phone or camera or everything, whatever the materials, it comes from the motherland, one of our motherlands, which is Africa. So understand, we have all that we need. It's just how we use it. It's just how we use it. And so, like, I understand, like, me as a person, I love talking. I love watching YouTube videos. And so, like, I was telling somebody, man, I just got started on, like, making my own. Like, putting out there what I want to see, or what I know the world needs. And working on myself as far as communicating it to me. And so, like, just like with motivational videos and other stuff like that, like, when people create those motivational videos or motivational speakers, they understand that communication and how they communicate their message is everything. It is everything. They know that. And so you got to understand that within whatever you do in life, the way you communicate your message is going to play a huge role on how your purpose and just how many people you serve, how it spreads. And conversation rules the nation, game rules the world. Once you're able to communicate, you'll grasp the masses. And then the way you perform, the work that you do, you will rule the world. But in this sense, we're not trying to overrule anybody. It's just a matter of playing the game of life in the correct manner, and you will reach your highest self. So this is really just something that I just really wanted to touch on, man. Like, literally growing up, my father would say that so many times. He'd be like, man, conversation rule the nation, game rule the world. He'd say it so smoothly, suave, like, he'd talk about it so much, but I never really broke it down and knew what it meant. I'm starting to know what it means within my purpose right now, within my purpose that I'm molding. I'm understanding that within my purpose, within whatever I do, I have to communicate it and place it and stamp it very well so that I can be that true server that I want to be. It's the only way. It's just a matter of me doing it and performing it. So understand this: conversation rules nation, game rules the world. Do the best you can to be your highest self. You know what to do. You just have to remember. That's all it is. I appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, share. Do with this video as you please. And I'll see y'all in the next video. All love.